sort of official car at that material time by the American government. When they came here, for one thing, revenue generation. His attitude to be able to control the leadership skill for controlling this community amicably with peace and tranquility. He was given this. And you know chariot. This chariot is being driven by horse.
There is also the Old Palace, Eresi Royal Court, the official residence of the then king. Another of their priceless possessions are the Aku drums, said to be male and female and used as an instrument for gathering the villagers for announcements and celebrations.
Every day of the work week, investors buy and sell on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Capital market tracks and analyzes the movement of the indexes as the bulls and the bears struggle for supremacy. Follow the market from the opening of trading to the closing bell. Capital markets every Saturday, only on Channels Television.
In another part of the state, the outskirts of the capital, Ilorin, Jebel Ridge in Imoro local government area provides a crossover of its share of River Niger and marks the border between Kwara and Niger State. The endowment of nature in the area needs no maintenance from man, as green vegetation spans over a wide land mass, obviously preserved by the river. Also, the rocks, which commands the thought of a supernatural being at work. In the middle of all of this is the Mungo Park and Richard Lander's final resting place in their exploit of Africa and an attempt to discover a favorable trade route from Europe to Africa.
And according to history, it was said that when he got to Jeba, the boat where he was mysteriously capsized by hitting a particular rock called Juju Rock, and he was buried here around 1795 century ago. And equally, the Landers brothers, Richard Lander brothers, were equally buried here. They came here after about some few years after Mogoba came, and they couldn't see him back home. They came back to Africa to discover and finish the work that he abandoned. And on the same route, they were killed and were equally buried here.
Jeba is one of the parts of Nigeria where railway is still functioning, connecting the southern and northern parts of Nigeria. Parts of the rail out of service are being worked on to link the state to Lagos. Settlers in the area, who comprise of indigenes from Niger, Kogi and Kwara states, have come to depend on agriculture and fishing. Trade handed down to them from generation to generation. To them, the need of water for cooking, drinking, washing and sometimes sightseeing have been adequately catered for. Kwara indigenes have also sought to include their culture in their tourism package. In Moro local government area in Kwara North, the people of Shao community annually celebrate a cultural practice which has been handed down to them. Our mass wedding sees all the maidens of marriageable age who have found their life partners getting married in one day.
Just making the rounds, ladies and gentlemen.
During the ceremony, participants ignored the different practices of Christianity or Islam.
The brides of
the maidens, who have been waiting for about a year, finally live their dreams as the mass wedding day brings them together.
Now, she came at the time of the reign of King.
The arrival is not just celebrated by them, but the whole community.
She spent 18 days. And when she was going, she was escorted by the ballet and 2 chiefs.
The process begins with Ekuyao, which means the tears of a bride. The brides are partly sad because they will miss their parents and siblings, and so they recite their family oriki, which is the family poetry and praise. This tradition is dated back to about 400 years ago and is linked to the history and formation of Shao community, which is said to have been discovered by hunters who later had an encounter with a strange woman who visited their village.
So she was here for some months. Then he decided that he would be going. Then he reported to the then Olanibo, the first of all of Shao, that he would be going. Ibo brought her to the palace to say, to bid us farewell that he was going. So people were following her because she was a very strange woman. When she got to his place, she said she would be going from this place. But he has a message for the community. The message is that in a year, all the women who are of age to go to our husbands, the marriage should be taking place in a day, right from that time. And she promised that the community that whoever among all the ladies that were given to their husbands on that day, she said they will be blessed.
Although the tradition is dying, tourism players in the state believe that our mass wedding, as well as other cultural practices in the state, could be high points in attracting tourists.
But culture is about living. Culture is about who you are. Culture is about what you are being created to be. So, and when you exhibit this out, it's cultural tourism. Either through your dancing, your dressing code, your moral system, your language. It's culture. And we promote out this, even our dance system, to the world that we have something that is peculiar, dynamic, that we should appreciate, and let the world equally appreciate this with us.
Our mass wedding holds in October of every year in the village square of the community. For all who have heard the call of the people of Kwara and given into the temptation of enjoying the sights and culture of the state, Hospitality is part of the package.